In this segment, we're going to focus on the team members or associates that have been terminated for various reasons during the course of the year. You know that when tracking your progress, it's just as important to know the number of people that you've lost that were hired, as well as the number of people that are currently employed. And in this all-in-one spreadsheet, you can do just that. As always, I've opened up on the onboarding sheet or the orientation class. Again, you don't have to open up on this particular page, but nevertheless, I have. At the top of the page, you'll notice that we have our automated buttons. And in this particular case, where we're going to go and track the number of people that have been terminated or located the number of people that have been terminated, we're going to go to the track button. In the track button, these are the people that have been hired during the course of the year. And again, I would like to remind you that these people do not exist in reality. These are just names that I created for the purpose of this tutorial. In this particular case, we're going to identify Jonathan Ross as someone that we have terminated just this week for whatever reason. And I'm going to give you the reason once we start the process, which is now. After identifying the person who's going to be terminated, we locate the term data button and we click on it. You'll notice that when we did that, a new column appeared, which is called termination date. So we're going to go ahead and put in the termination date as 12/10/2018, and you could just put 12/10/18. And click on, just click away, and I'm clicking away just to show you what it will look like once you do click away. So it would actually show the month as opposed to just the numbers, which I guess it doesn't make a lot of difference, but it's just nice to see that format instead. That being said, we're going to go back to the date, make sure it stays highlighted when we get ready to go to the next step. You're going to click on cause of termination. Here we will just put resign after finding another job. You can also add just a little bit more, for instance, and say worked 2 weeks notice. Now, for some organizations, that's very important because, if they work the 2 weeks notice, they're eligible for rehire. If they didn't work the 2 weeks notice, and let me make sure I spell that correctly. If they didn't work the 2 weeks notice, then you know that they're not eligible for rehire. So that's a little added information that you may want to put, or you could just simply say eligible for rehire. That would keep you from going to other sources to try to find out if this person is eligible for rehire, which could be very important in the future. Now, once that's written or input in, you simply click back to name, and you'll notice that that person's name has now been highlighted in red, which makes it stand out from all other names that are black. So when you're scanning through the spreadsheet, you can easily identify those that are no longer in the system. Now, just for the sake of just showing you what things are going to look like all together, we're going to go back. We're going to stay on that person's name, go back to term data, and you'll now notice that everything is red, including the information that you put in. Okay, and that is actually all there is to it when it comes to identifying and highlighting those that have been terminated. At this point, you can resume your normal process by going back to the interviews page, or in this case, back to the orientation page. Thank you.